This episode is brought to you by NatureBox. NatureBox is a dope subscription service that sends you great tasting snacks right to your door. NatureBox is great for the home, office, or any player on the go. Just try and find snacks this good. I can't wait to try these citrus chipotle chickpeas or the honey macadamia pretzel pops or just munch on those Big Island pineapples, the classic snack. Let me tell you, there's nothing better than coming home and seeing that your NatureBox has arrived. For 50% off your first box, go to naturebox.com/Ice-T. What are you waiting for? That's naturebox.com/ICET.
Upon initial contact with Ice-T's music, I had envisioned him to be an ill-mannered and psychologically unstable man with an extremely uneducated and barbaric frame of mind, whose raps displayed nothing but ridiculous jargon, shocking sexual audacity, and repulsive images of the ghetto. However, after further analysis of his music, I can deduce that he is the epitome of anti-disestablishment terrorism, who embodies the entire spectrum of the urban experience and struggle. But to make things more plain and simple to the layman, I find Ice-T to be the dopest, flyest, OG pimp, hustler, gangster player, hardcore motherfucker living today. To be honest, I am totally and completely on his dick.
Welcome to the Ice-T Final Level Podcast, featuring your co-host, Mick Benzo, and your host,
Ice-T.
Hey, what's up? We back, Mickey. It's episode number 6.
Man, we already into a half a dozen podcasts right now, baby.
How did
half
this happen, man? They like us.
No, they feeling it, baby.
They feeling this. People say this is an honest look at Ice-T, and I'm like, yo, I mean, I wasn't prepared for all the love that happened with this thing.
They want to hear Ice motherfucking T, not just Ice-T.
Yeah, they watch me on TV playing the police. They got that twisted. Then they listen to the record. They think I'm always mad. They think I'm mad like I'm ready to gun niggas shoot. They don't know me really because I'm a funny nigga.
You're definitely funny.
I mean, most cats are funny. We laugh a lot. Black people are scared of black people. They think, oh, well, y'all always angry. No, we ain't angry. We laugh. You know, you make me angry.
Man, we have a good motherfucking time. See, you're riding in the car with Mick Benzo and Ice-T
right
now.
Yeah, this is what it is. This
That's
is close as you can get
doing.
to come hanging out with me without getting punched in the face.
Guess what, man? You're locked inside Final Level Podcast, Mick Benzo and Ice-T, and we have the 2008 Super Bowl winner who actually caught the goddamn ball for the New York Giants, if you don't know. I'm going to let him tell you his name. Maybe y'all should know it, maybe you should not, but his motherfucking name is Mr. Who?
Plaxico Burress, baby. Number 17.
Shit.
Holla at me.
That's right.
Taller than a motherfucker, baby.
Yeah, he
See,
walked
this
in the
ain't
crib.
This ain't about no Dirty 8. That Dirty 8 shit they played with it. I mean, number 48 was Dirty 8. We're talking about 42. Super Bowl 42 in New York. Oh my God.
But
Oh,
look, when
my
he
God.
walked in, I say that he's so tall, I'm like, that's how he caught the ball.
Yeah,
he's bigger than everybody.
Reached over everybody. man.
How tall are you, Plex?
I'm 6'6", man.
See?
6'6"?
Hey,
Shit,
for
you should
all
be
y'all
playing.
that don't know, it was the greatest Super Bowl ever played.
Oh, for sure.
For
For
all
sure.
y'all that don't
For sure.
know.
For sure. You know?
If you don't know, you know now.
I'm going to open this one up talking about one of the earlier shows we were talking about haters. I was trying to figure out who's the most hated, and I'm thinking really.
I think it might be the president.
Absolutely.
Barack Obama.
I think,
crazy.
Yeah, because what other job that when you get the job immediately, you have a whole party of people that dislike you. Yeah. I mean, when you come in, if you're a Democrat, all the Republicans, their whole job now is to prove you wrong. Everything you try to do, they trying to make you look stupid. It's like you got half of the country against you. And the thing of it is, it's like the death threats and all the hatred. The first thing I always tell black people when they talk about Barack Obama, I'm like, you got to understand, white people put Barack Obama in the presidency because black people only make up 10% of the population of the United States.
They voted for him.
So as soon as you think we got black power, hold up. There's only 10% black people in the United States. So we all didn't vote. So white people put him in. So that's a big statement against racism, showing that America has changed a lot. Now, I believe that hip-hop had a lot to do with getting him into the presidency
for sure.
because those voters were listeners to Public Enemy, and they grew up, and they a lot of that bullshit has been removed from them, and they was able to vote for a black
I'll tell you
man.
one thing, Barack Obama ain't do it for no paycheck because it doesn't pay a lot of money.
From what I understand, the president makes $400,000 a year.
It's still not a lot of money.
I mean, yeah, I know cats on the corner making that. Would you want to be president?
Hell no.
I can't even pay my cable
Plexico,
bill.
would you like to be president, Plexico, of United States of America, the captain?
I'm still trying to be the president of my own household.
Oh, shit, see? That's a good one.
This is what we saying. I mean, think about it. You got to be the president of everything in the world. You have foreign policy. This job is not easy, and the haters come with it.
I think you're doing a hell of a job.
Thank you. And you know what, Plex? We was saying, okay, you hate Barack Obama. Who's next?
Who's the next
His 8
president?
years is up. Who's next? They don't even got. There's no candidates out there. I mean, unless Hillary runs.
You know. I tell you this. I went to the White House back in 2008 when we won the World Championship.
Yes, sir.
And they have an oil painting of all the presidents on the wall.
Wow.
And Hillary Clinton is the only person on that wall.
That's not a president.
That's not a
That
president.
wasn't a president.
That is unbelievable.
That's
high.
cold right
That's
there.
high.
I'm just bugging because you got into the White House and that's. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's so much hatred for this, but then at the same time, we all are Americans. We all live in the United States. This is the game we're in, and you got to respect it to some extent. You know, this is the team we're on. We're on the United States.
United
We go to
States team.
This is the team we're on. But the presidency is a difficult job, and all the haters out there. Okay, so Barack Obama has done his 8 years. Who's next? That's my question to you, haters. And y'all ain't got no good answer either. This episode is brought to you by Audible. They're the world's leading provider of audiobooks with over 150,000 titles to choose from. And you get one free just by going to audible.com/ICET. That's right. You get a free audiobook and a free 30-day trial at audible.com/ICET just for listening to this show. You can even get a free copy of my memoir, Ice, a memoir of gangster life and redemption. Trust me, this is a book you need. Now, considering the way the music industry is now, you're better off listening to a book, an audiobook. Real readers get their audiobooks from Audible. Okay, so let's go into our first segment today. Our first segment is going to be television and movies. The biggest news, I think, in all of that was the Oscars, man. Did you watch the Oscars?
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
good. That was
I
good.
peeped it.
Yeah. Neither of my films won. I like The Wolf of Wall Street,
Dug it. Love it.
and I like American Hustle.
Dug it. Love
I
it.
like that. And then see, Plexico, you haven't been here, but I got a
complaint. It's a complaint, Bree.
a feeling
It's a
about
complaint.
slave movies.
Yeah, I'm tired of those, though, bro.
I mean, we cool with the fact a brother directed that, but I'm just saying, black people have seen enough slave movies. I'm done. I don't want a guilt award. I don't want to win an award because the white people feel guilty and they're like, oh, let's give them something for it. But God bless all the people that won, and Brad Pitt is one of my favorite actors and people in the whole world. But
With that being said, though, he was the first black director to win Best Director.
and God bless.
No, that
him.
was
No
good.
doubt
We
about
said
it.
it was good, but we saying the movie that he directed is like we're trying to be nice to
I still haven't seen the
our
movie.
peers.
Yeah,
Oh,
I passed on it.
I
Coco-
wouldn't want to see it.
I don't want to see. They said they going in hard, and even my folks at my show are like, it was difficult to watch. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, then I don't want to see it.
Right.
Then you know, I mean, I made it through Roots.
Yeah.
I made
days.
it through Django.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
like-
7 days of Roots, though.
But then also at the same time the Oscars are going on, you got this big issue that's going on over there in Russia.
Russia, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's kind of like, okay, we're worrying about the Ukrainian crisis, but then you got the Oscars. They kind of overbalance one thing because shit got heavy over there for a minute. It was like,
Well,
we're
it looks
looking
like
at
they're
World
gonna,
War
look like
III.
they're gonna go ahead and sign over and get a land back to Russia. That's what it looks like is gonna happen.
listen,
though.
all I gotta say
gonna
is
happen.
Putin is
Yeah.
gangster,
He's a motherfucker.
and he ain't
100%.
scared of nobody.
They ain't backing down.
And
either.
yeah, so yeah, that's something we should keep our eyes on over there because you know when Putin and then you got Obama and the Americans and they get to saying what you bet not do and what whoop-de-whoop, that's
It's
serious
gonna be a
business.
problem.
That's serious business. And that was TV, the Oscars, and movies on the Final Level Podcast. Hey, yo, this is Ice-T. This is podcast number 6. I mean, we got one of the greatest players in the game in the building, so let's do sports.
Yeah, we got Plaxico in the building from the 2008. I'm going to repeat that. I said it early in the game, but it just feels so good coming off the tongue, baby. You know, it was 2008. It was the New York Giants. He had on a blue suit. He's taller than a motherfucker. And I think he won the motherfucker. I think he won the Super Bowl.
I
Now,
was
Plaxico,
there,
how you
baby.
feel about that?
Man, it's a blessing, man. Every morning I wake up, I put these feet on the ground. I mean, I be like, man, I'm a world champion, man.
Yeah.
You can't take that away.
You got a ring?
No, I ain't got it on me.
Oh shit!
You gotta throw him the ball.
No. See, there you go. See, you gonna mess with our Eli. I got an Eli. His name is Eli's. I got Eli's, but I like a Peyton. But Eli over here, Eli be making a lot of money. He won't run the ball. Yeah, he a scary little kid, man. He's scared. He don't want to get hit. He don't want to run.
Man, shit, man, you wouldn't want to get hit by DeMarcus Wade either.
Thank you.
So he just spiked the ball. Just throw the motherfucking ball anywhere.
I'm gonna put you under the center and let two
I don't play
linebackers
football.
come
I
down
can
the
watch it.
A-gap
I can't play it. I can
and
watch
punch
it,
in the
man.
mouth one time and see how you feel.
Woo.
You get tired of that shit.
So now
Have you
went
ever?
from the-
Well, let me ask. Can I ask some like groupie question?
Nah, it ain't no groupie kid. This is what the mouth.
Have you ever been hit like really fucking hard? Do you remember who hit you?
You damn right. I know. He's one of my good friends. Danny Clark.
Where'd he clock you at? What game was it?
Man, we was playing in Pittsburgh about 2002. I went up over the middle and jumped about 10 feet in the air and he hit right under my chin. King! and you get hit and your ears just go, king! The ball went that way, my helmet went that way. I was like, man, fuck that football. The coach like, man, why you ain't trying to cover the fumble? I like, man, fuck that ball. Man, I'm ready to go home, man.
He knocked you into reality.
Damn right.
He knocked you.
So that's when you was playing with
forgot you was
Pittsburgh.
in the
You was playing with
NFL.
Pittsburgh. then.
I came to the sideline and sat down, and the trainer's like, you all right? I said, man, do I look like I'm all right, man? Like, mad as hell, man. Like,
But those guys, I mean, I tell people, I'm like, I'm like the biggest professional sports fan as what you guys are capable of. You know, I'm friends with Darrell Reeves. I'm friends with lots of these cats. And I always tell people, even with NBA, I say, you can't beat the last guy on the bench of the worst team in the NBA. These guys are special. They were the best in their high schools, best in college,
time, yeah.
make it to the pros. You know, for lack of a better word, most of y'all are athletic freaks. Certain things you can do, like Darrell could run backwards faster than I could run forward. So,
Exactly.
So it's like different things that they can do, and it's a job that you only keep with your performance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not just we like you, so we'll leave you out there on the field. No, you have to perform. Now, at the level they're performing, when them defensive guys are trying to hit you, they're not just hitting you, they're hitting you for a mansion.
Hell
They're
no.
hitting you for everything that they love. They're trying to kill you. It ain't like two-hand touch like we used to
Right.
play.
Or
So I
flag
mean,
football.
the velocity and
that
the
shit can
speed
get real,
is
real.
dangerous.
Shit can get real quick out there, man.
Oh,
you can
for
really
sure.
get fucked up out there. Like, serious business.
So now you back at Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm in Pittsburgh. Well, I just became a free agent on Friday, so I'm a free agent now.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
How you
fun.
stay in
I-
shape?
you know, I ain't even
How
gonna
you
lie,
stay
man.
in
Like,
shape?
sometimes
You're
I
a free
sit-
agent now. How you staying in shape? You still go to
Man.
the gym every day, or
man, I just drink water and wine, baby.
you
Stay
keeping
in
it
shape.
real?
Hey, do a little bit of running.
Right.
Yeah.
Drink
But what's a
some
little
water.
bit of running to you? Because you're a wide receiver, so you're a runner.
Yeah, I run for a living, man. That's what I do.
What are your
At the end of the
times
day-
like? What like when they time you? What do you like? What are
Man,
you 40?
I ran a 40 about 14 years ago.
You don't do that no more?
Hell no. I ain't got to run no damn 40. Put the damn tape on. You see how fast I am? I ain't got to run no damn 40.
Sound like
when you're training,
Sound like obviously he ain't
they
doing
don't-
no
they don't
rehearsal.
clock you and all that stuff.
No, I don't really run like time runs in like 40s. You know, I do push myself, to, I push myself as far as I need to go, but not full speed because you don't want to hurt nothing.
You seen that commercial with Deion Sanders where he puts the wig on and goes?
Yeah, prime.
I met Deion Sanders. That's a super athlete. That's a super athlete. To be able to play in the NFL and play Major League Baseball.
Let me tell you something, man. I was 2 years removed from high school, man. I played my first preseason game in Dallas. I was 21 years old. I played 2 years of college. So we go to Dallas. It's my first game. I'm the 8th pick in the draft. I'm like, shit, I'm ready to go do my thing, baby. The dream come true.
Right.
So I get to Texas Stadium, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm playing against Deion Sanders.
He was covering you?
Yeah, like, what's up, Brian? What's up, man? I said, let me get an autograph, man.
Right.
Like, I got to play. I was like, Michael Irvin.
Wow.
Emmett Smith
Whoa.
and Troy Aikman. You like,
Oh.
man, you like, man, what just happened? Ken Norton Jr.
And you there.
And you like, man, like the Star Spangled Banner being played, and you like, man, I'm in Texas Stadium right now. 2 years ago, I was in high school.
Right.
You know how that feels, man?
No,
dope,
man, I
man.
don't.
Like
but I
2
can
years
imagine.
ago, I was watching Michael Irvin do his thing on TV, and I'm
You
getting
were.
to play against him.
That's hot.
Like it's a humbling experience.
That's
man.
hot.
But I tell people all the time, everything you want to do, everyone starts out as a fan. You know, no one's born doing anything. So when you watch people in the NBA, that the guy that's in there, he wasn't once a fan. You know, we all were fans. People that watch us rap, they start out as a fan, and then one day they end up on the stage. I got pictures of Usher when I came to his high school to talk. When he was in high school, I was giving lectures, and he bumped back up into me and said, Ice, you know, when I was a kid, you came and talked at my school. And I got pictures of Usher, Luda, when he was working on a radio station. So now they big stars. But then that connection never leaves them. They, you know, you get that respect that's there. You know, like I know
authentic.
when Snoop couldn't get into a concert when
Right.
he was a party in L.A. He was stuck outside, and
Now he's the man.
nobody knew him, and I'd already heard Deep Cover, and I was like, "What's up, Snoop Dogg?" He's like, "Yeah, OG, what's happening, man?" I'm like, "Come on, I'm gonna get you in." I'm like, "They'll be kissing your ass in a minute." Come on. And he remembers that, you know.
Well, that's basically what Plaxico was saying. He watched him on television. He's standing right next to him. Like you said, you were a fan first, and then you became
We all
an
are.
athlete as well. Whether you're an actor, whether you're a ball player,
start
whether you're
out
a
a
rapper,
fan.
you started as liking someone, and then you got into the game. Now they looking up to Plaxico. Fucking my man.
You know, with that being said, man, like me being in Pittsburgh, and you hear like Mike Wallace and Antonio Brown, these up and coming dudes playing wide receiver, trying to get to where I'm at. I said, man, I was watching you, man, when I was in high school. And
They're
you be
saying
like,
that to you?
Yeah, you're like, man, I was watching you. I remember when you caught this 65-yard touchdown against the Falcons. I was like, man, that's crazy. And now we on the same damn team.
I mean, if he was gonna play football, Ice, you really had to get into it. I'm not.
Man, I
I'm not
ain't
equipped
playing
for
no
it.
football, man.
No, I
wouldn't try.
played football in high school, and then I didn't like it because I wasn't getting enough love, so I did gymnastics. I did
There he
gymnastics
go
because
with
it was
the
a one-man
gymnastics.
sport.
There
Yeah,
you go
you know what I'm
with the
saying?
gymnastics shit.
That's
you
why
know.
I still got motors, nigga. That's why. 'Cause you got to be cock strong to do that, baby. The cool thing about me when I did gymnastics, the guys' gymnastics team got to coach the girls' gymnastics team 6th period. So we got to help them stretch. See,
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
an angle. Okay, anyway. That was sports
With Plaxico.
inside the NFL.
Hey, yo, this is Mick Benzo, Ice-T Final Level Podcast. Right now, I want to talk to Iceberg and see what goddamn new game he played.
I ain't
this
playing
week.
no games.
Whoa.
I can't
You're
play.
not playing games.
My video game is my whole system blew out.
What the fuck you mean your system?
Okay, last time we was talking about the HDMI cables not being connected to the, you get the new Xbox, you got to connect to an HDMI, and my TV isn't compatible to HDMI, even though I paid $6,000 for my television back in the day. But now, and it worked. So now I disconnected, I get back there, and then the other day I go back there to turn on the stereo system because I got I don't want to blow the receiver up, but I got a big receiver in a rack. The whole receiver's blacked out. It went out.
You think it could have been that console that blew that shit up?
No, I couldn't have connected. What I'm trying to say, so I called my tech guy up. I said, I need a new receiver. He go, oh, well, that's a special order because we got to get this, that, and third. That's going to be a week. So I'm sitting up here with my so-called, people, Ice-T, you got money. Okay, I got money. My TV's broke. My stereo is off. My amp is out. That whole side of my crib is out. Well, you know what? The game segment has been delayed because of technical difficulties. And that was games. Hey, what's up? This is Ice-T, and this is news. Where's the plane, Mick?
Hey, look, I gotta be honest. No, I gotta be honest, man.
It ain't funny, man. It's sad.
Speak on it.
It's unfortunate, man, that they can't find a whole entire 777.
You can't laugh at it because there's people on it, but it's how do you come up missing 777?
I mean, you guys keep saying that this can't be true, but it's a possibility.
It is true. It's gone.
No, it's a possibility. There could be aliens that abducted that plane, bro. No, I'm sitting there. There's no way in hell that a plane can go down and you don't get no debris, nothing. Then it disappears off the radar.
It made a turn.
If it made a turn, it went into somebody else's market. And if it was on one of those
radar.
on their radar, and it didn't look right, they sent jet fighters up there.
It was like a 6-hour flight. It had enough gas to make it there. Man, that plane could be anywhere.
And then again, it could be sitting down, and those people are POWs. They're not gone. You can rest assured of that.
But hey, that's what I said. I think the plane is somewhere on the ground, and like they ain't letting nobody get to no cell phones or nothing.
Why aren't they claiming it when terrorists do stuff? They want. There's what's the angle?
There's no demand.
Hey, maybe they're just proving that they can do it.
Well, this is just what scares me is like we've all traveled around the world, and when you're out there over that water, you have this feeling that they know where you are. You just have this feeling like I'm being tracked. You feel safe. I think that feeling is gone. Once you go over, leave land, you could be missing. And I mean, that's changing my theory because I fly to Japan, I fly to Australia. Once you out in the middle of that ocean, your good is lost, Jack, if something goes down. I don't know. I don't know. First, I thought it could be debris. I think it could have been a bomb. Then I'll leave this one up to the conspiracy theorists. I guess time will tell.
How does it happen?
Yeah, how does it happen? All right, so we're going to keep this. This will be an ongoing thing. Next podcast, we'll keep you updated on that. But that was news. Where's the plane? As scary as it might seem, we live in a world where you can lose track of a plane and it's still missing the day. And that's crazy. Though I'll tell you one thing, you'll never lose track of your Nature Box. Nature Box lets you track your snacks online and can notify you exactly when your box will be arriving at your door. Eating healthy and delicious snacks has never been easier than with Nature Box. Nature Box is incredibly affordable, made with wholesome ingredients, and is 100% nutritionist approved, and their snacks taste great. One word of advice, do your best to make them last the whole month. There's nothing worse than trying to explain to people that you're in a shitty mood because you're out of your favorite granola. They have a variety of different snacks to choose from that best meet your taste buds, meet your dietary restrictions, and will leave you wanting more. For 50% off your first Nature Box, go to naturebox.com/Ice-T. That's naturebox.com/ICET. Thanks again to Nature Box for keeping our stomachs full and the podcast free. Keep tweeting us pictures of your Nature Box and your favorite Nature Box snacks and let us know your thoughts. Yo, this is the Final Level Podcast number 6. This segment is called I'm Not a Hater, but I Hate Shit. You know what I hate, Mick? I hate people that want to walk around in the gym locker room butt naked for no reason.
Are they professional players or something?
Players what?
Man, we don't even do that, man. That shit is against the rules, man.
And
put a towel on, man.
See that?
Yeah. Now these are athletes. They put a towel on, man. We ain't trying to see you. So I'm in a gym, right, the other day, at public gym. I walk in, I go in the back, there's an old man, he got one foot up on the damn stool, and he's shaving his ball sack.
Oh no.
Like
true story?
Like what?
You made this up, Ice. You had to
Dog,
make this up.
I said, yo, man, my eyes. I'm like, come on, man. And then we all know that one guy that wants to stand in front of the mirror and shave and do his teeth with his balls out.
But
it's like
old guy, right? Old guy. What was an old guy?
Crazy.
It's either. It's
I'm just saying, was it an old guy?
It's old guys a lot, and then it's these other
You know
guys.
what I think it is, though? I think the old guy trying to show you young guys you eventually going to look just like that any fucking way.
Nah, man, you don't shave no balls, man.
Other guys, I got two guys.
I don't
The
shave
old guys
my own
and
damn balls, especially not in public.
see, and then we got the guys I call the sex men. You know, the guy that wears a Speedo and he wears his shirt buttoned down to his navel. The sex men, they want to walk around naked too. You know, they sue sexy for their clothes. So I'm like, yo, man, we don't need to see that. If you in the gym, put a towel around you. And then you don't even want to address them because now they'll start a conversation with you. And you know what else? The dudes always have the towel over their shoulder.
Oh, so he does have a towel. So he does have a towel.
He got the towel, but it's on his damn shoulder. Man, don't nobody
And
wanna see your
it ain't
nuts.
like they hung or nothing. It's just for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Sometimes they work in the mushroom cap. It's like, but they just here to show it, man. I'm like, come on, son.
This is crazy.
Shit.
It's crazy, man.
Hey, so that's I'm not a hater, but I hate shit. I hate gym locker room nudists. Miss me with that, man. Keep your balls to yourself. Yo, this is Ice-T on the Final Level Podcast, and this is Street Knowledge. Today we gonna talk about these goddamn camera phones and everybody wanting to take a picture of every goddamn thing. This is not gangster. This is not fly. This is not street. I mean, I'm from the era where you just don't take pictures with everybody. You keep it shaded. You kind of keep it a little private. The other day, Mick, listen, true story.
Yeah.
I'm walking down the street.
Okay.
Big old thugged out fool walks up to me. Yo, what up, Ice? What up, Gangster? What's up, Thug? Yo, what's up, my nigga? Yeah, selfie?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, this shit. Oh,
I thought you take pictures. They want to put you close to their face. That's how they getting.
No, you shouldn't be saying
They getting
selfie.
win- yeah, selfie.
Come
What
on,
the-
that's not. No, don't say
What the
selfie. Just don't take pictures of everything. Like I'm sitting I'm in a studio. We talking.
Right.
I look over, my man got his phone going, he's shooting a video. Like, dude, what are you doing? Oh, this is Hood TV right here, you know. Like, everyone's broadcasting everything. Like, yo, put the phones with the cameras away. There is something about called privacy.
Privacy. Okay.
And you know what? I got another one. I got another one. The dude, hey, you got to stop this right here. Dude run up on you, say, hey, man, can I take a picture with you? My girl loves you.
You want to hear a funny story, though? Here's a funny story about Coco. You know Liam Neeson, the big actor, right?
Mm-hmm. Taking one and taking two?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we were at a Jets game, and we're there, and he was there. So Coco walks up to him and goes, can I have a picture? And he turns around, he goes, yeah. And she goes, my mother loves you. He goes, why is it always the mother?
Why can't it
Why
be
can't it be you? I gotta be the mother. So we'll end it on that. And that's street knowledge, man. Put them damn camera phones away, man. It ain't gangster.
Oh, man.
In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Hey, this segment right here is called Behind the Scenes of SVU. Now, I know y'all been watching SVU. The show's been going up and down. We wondering who is going to come into the office, what's going on. That's still a mystery till tomorrow after this podcast airs. You're going to get an idea of who's going to come off into that office in the captain's role. But as it looks on this show, it seems like I'm the only person that's sane, right? Okay, let's break it down. Kelly's gambling, drinking, borderline, giving guys service. Okay, then then you got Danny, who claims he's still with his wife, but he's stalking her because Mariska called his wife, and his wife is like, I ain't heard from him, so he's on some stalker mode because, he can't deal with his wife leaving him. Mariska's hitting the bottle now. She ain't got no man.
But ain't she the captain, though, isn't she?
She's captain, but she's drinking.
Drinking heavy, man.
She's drinking because she's still flashing back from when she got damn near Rayfield by that dude. So things hectic. Now the only person that's got his brains in the room is moi, Ice-T.
Detective Finn.
I'm still there. Well, how does the black man got all this shit together? You know why? Because I don't emotionalize every damn case that comes into the damn office. Everybody gets all emotional. I'm like, look, if they raping, let's bust them. They touching kids, let's bust them. And that's pretty much it. I don't get involved. I don't bring the kids home and start adopting them and shit. I just handle the job. Now, what's going to happen now while I'm the only one is sane? The question is, are they going to make me crazy too?
Yeah, they got to stay.
No, I hope not. I don't think so. I think that they're going to use me because now I'm the senior detective to kind of wrangle all them back.
Oh, okay.
Into where they should be. I'm going to have to bring them all back
How
together.
many more episodes is left, though?
This season, I think we have 6 more episodes. We're doing really good. The ratings are incredible. And if we get the pickup like we're looking for, we'll start the 16th season, which is unheard of for television, 16 years. That's how they'll do it. So
Sound like the NFL.
NFL. Exactly.
I always equate, people ask me, they go, how do you work on the show? And it's 23 episodes. How do they pay you? I said, well, look, it's kind of, I use the NFL. I said, we get signed per season. My season consists of 23 shows. They offer you money for the whole season, a show rate. They're going to pay you every show that's produced. The reason being, if it takes 8 days to shoot a show, if they don't have you in that show, it's not like you can go join another team or you can't go in another. So they hold you. So they're paying to hold you for that whole season. But during that season, they own you. You got to be wherever. If they say it's a promotional event, you got to be that. You got to do that. People are like, well, how can they do that? They can just own you. I say what they do. They sit in a room. It's called negotiations, and they say numbers until you say, "I'll sleep here." When they said the right number, then they got you.
That's NFL.
And that's the NFL, and that's television.
Plaxico knows it best.
At some point, they'll say the number, and you go, you own me. And then everything else has to come behind that show. If I want to do something else, they have me an exclusive deal. At the end of this show, if this show doesn't go, I'll be a free agent. But my validity of how long I've been on the show, what I've brought to the show, the numbers will put me in another job on another network or another team. That's the game.
So your stats, then you got stats.
You do have stats on the show. They can tell your whether your demographics are in, what people, they have a Q rating, how popular you are, and you could change that just like this. You can go out, say the wrong thing, get in a fight with your girl, bow, fuck your Q up. You dig? So it's all about balancing and staying in the good graces. Because really, entertainment is really kind of like a popularity contest in a way. You got to be popular. Where he has to see, the difference is what I have to do. I have to act. He has to perform on another level. There's no way you can cheat sports.
Plaxico got to play hard. You got
to.
His
It's like you can't cheat being Derek Jeter. You have to catch the ball. It's I can get away with it. I might not be the best actor, but if people like me, I can get away with it. It's a little bit more of a gray area. You understand?
Plaxico don't catch that damn ball. We don't like him. His ass is
Their
out.
shit is black and white.
Gotta go.
You,
what
they
have you
got
done for
to
me
do
lately?
It. It's different. And that's why I have that level of respect. People go, oh, well, Derek Jeter make all this money. I'm like, he goes a whole season without an error. How do you go a whole season with no errors at shortstop?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
162 games.
Derek Jeter's a bad man. DJ's a bad man.
He's a bad man. So therefore, he deserves it because you can't do it. And if you could do it, go take his job. They'll sign you.
If it was easy, everybody be doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't know, we segued off of that, but that's, behind the scenes at SVU, I'm the only sane person. It's a room full of crazy white people and a Cuban. I'm going to try to bring everybody back because I'm trying to get this show to go 20 seasons and stuff. And, hopefully all the fans, I like to say also, all the fans out there, thank you so much. The support is incredible. Y'all are on Twitter going in every weekend. We need you. Thank you for your support. That was behind the scenes at SVU. Okay, yo, this is the Final Level Podcast, you know what I'm saying, with the homie Plaxico's in the building. And Mickey, it's time for music.
Well, I got some real important news. Last week, the Universal Hip Hop Museum that we're trying to build is going to be in the Boogie Down Bricks, the Mecca of hip hop. And people that were on it was Africa Bambaataa, Curtis Blow, Melly Mel, Grand Wizard Theodore, Jazzy J, Cutman LG, Joe Conzo, Fable, and of course, the one and only Mick Benzo.
How
and
you
Rocky.
getting an award?
Come on, man. I've been doing this shit for 40 years, man. Without me, there is no motherfucking hip hop, man. Fuck y'all talking about it. I started this. I started this, man. I started this, man. With Bam.
Coco, give me something to drink.
Nah, but on the real, in all honesty, the Universal Hip Hop Museum, we trying to get it done. The city was behind us. We got a proclamation done in the ceremonies on the steps of City Hall, which was real cool. You know what I mean? They honored us, the legends of hip hop. And it's actually the Mecca. So New York City, we are going to do like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're going to get our museum right in the Boogie Down Bronx.
That'd be dope.
That's
man.
big, man. That's big. Yeah,
dope.
Plaxico, that's big.
I haven't been listening to music that much. I have a problem listening to regular radio. I've been having a real issue with it because, you know, they only play like 20 songs. So I've been listening to lots of satellite radio.
Well, that's where I'm at. I'm on satellite, and I'm on another joint called Blackberry Soul Radio
Right.
because music today, as me and you were talking earlier, Ice, it appears that there's no more real hip-hop on the radio. I hear rap music, but I don't hear hip-hop.
Well, somebody asked me today, they said, well, what's the difference in the music? And I said that radio won. You know, radio, when you make records for radio, radio's going to make you fit into their format, and their format is pop. So if you are an artist and you're forced to make radio records, which you do have to do now to sell records, you can't just take the risk that we did where we just make records and didn't even care and the records would go gold. I mean, I got gold records sitting around. I don't even hang them no more. We make the records would sell because people would go and seek out the records without radio play. But once you're forced like into a zone of what radio will play, all the records are going to start to sound similar, and the realness of it eliminates itself. So I think the savior of it is things like podcasts and things like satellite radio, where you finally get to hear it raw again.
Internet, because it actually gives you a platform to do what you want to do so people can hear what you're doing. See, radio has a problem because of the programming. The programmers and the music directors that are really sitting there, they don't know music. All they know is what other people are telling them. So even you DJs, you mix show DJs need to stop and play real hip-hop and play music that makes sense. Stop playing the same 20 goddamn records.
But they can't because the radio
They
stations...
can play it. We do it. Just do it. Do it. Get fired or something, damn it. Play music,
Then they won't
man.
have no job. Yeah, they got a playlist. It's difficult, you know, and that's the thing. It's like when people say, I mean, let's put it like this, okay? Plex is in the NFL. I'm on NBC. Inside of NBC, there's a contract that says you cannot bring this credit to that network. So therefore, even though I'm not being censored, I am censored because I got a job. It's hard to just be free and say and be honest and stuff if you have jobs. Now, my job isn't controlling me. Obviously, I'm on here doing this playlist. But then, of course, I could cross a line that could fuck with my money. You understand what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So you got to find that area where you can be able to say what you're going to say, but, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult. Yeah. But when you go into radio is going to put you in touch a small lane where you very rare. It's like you got to be very, very careful of what you say. None of this stuff that we're saying on this podcast can make it on the radio. It's just too raw.
Well, there's a thing called the FCC, but let's just bring that back. When I was in the state of Virginia, I worked at 103 Jam, WWI with the Buddha Brothers.
VA, baby.
I had control. I mean, Janet Armstead allowed Mick Benzo to play what he wanted to play, even though there was a playlist, because you got to come in with your own demands. I'm not saying I was playing fussing and cussing records, but I was able to play music that other people should be hearing, not just your same format that Heart Attack and KJ's giving us. I played what I want to play. So if you're a real DJ or a mixed DJ, you got to stand up for hip-hop and play real hip-hop. Stop following the format. And if that's what you got to do, then go to internet radio. Internet is worldwide. When you're doing your local radio station, you only could be heard. You only a 50,000 watt station. That means you can only be heard in 7 cities. Once I come out here, I can't hear it in Richmond. You got to go listen to that. Man. They can play good music.
How many people can hear us on this podcast,
those people gonna
millions.
They're gonna keep following the format, man, because they got to work.
Yeah, they got to work.
That's what they got to do. Everybody can't get into internet radio, Sirius Radio XM.
It's a raw situation. And with that being said, this is kind of like what's going on in the world. You know, it's like if you, right now, like even going back to what we said about the president, somebody said, well, tell me a black leader. It's rough, you know, because in order to survive, you're forced not to talk. And when you stop talking, you know, and they love to say, oh, there's a sellout that's going on. Well, you know, no, it's more of a buy-in. You know, it's more like, here's your options. You can live, you can have or you can speak out. I always try to play the line. I always try to stay as open as I can about things. You know, people are like, oh, you a cop on TV. I'm like, I'm not friends with the police. You know what I'm saying? You know, they'll bust me like anybody else. So I've always kept it. But then at the same time, I don't say things that I don't believe in. I don't just go for shock value and say dumb shit.
No.
Right.
I'm an edge goer.
It's not worth it. You know, you want to try to be as real and honest as you possibly can be. That's why we commend Plaxico just for even showing up most time. Oh, Ice-T, no, they're getting out. No, we know what we doing here.
You know, and my coaches always say, he was like, man, what? You don't have to be so honest with the media. I like, man, they asked me a question. I gave them my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period, point blank.
That's true. That's true. But you also got to be shrewd. You know, you got to understand that those people asking those questions, they have an ulterior motive too.
Yeah, no doubt.
And sometimes they're trying to twist you. So sometimes when they come at you with stuff, you got to say, I could answer this honest, but I know what you're trying to do. So I'm not playing.
No, I know the answer you want.
Right.
But,
right.
man, this is how I feel about it.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's chess, baby. It's not checkers, it's chess. You got to watch these cats. I mean, my wife started doing a lot of press. I was like, look, be careful because they're not all friends. They know that guy sitting in front of you. I'm your friend. I ain't going to put you in the corner. But a person that they're going to angle you for their yo, I got a headline, you know.
They got a job to do. We got a job to do.
Exactly. So that being said, music, go to the internet, right? You know, I listen to Shade 45. What network are you guys on?
Backspin Radio.
Backspin Radio.
I love Backspin.
Oh, that's me. That's Zulu Beats, baby. Zulu Beats, baby. 46. Mick Benzo,
I
African
love
Man, Bottom,
Backspin,
Cut Man,
man.
LG.
Hey,
that's me, man.
But you know,
that's the only station where
See
you can
that?
get some
Even
authentic
Plaxico know
hip-hop,
me.
man. You can get
Well,
you
you
some
know what I listen to? You know what I listen to in my car?
Oh, yeah.
I listen to Chill.
He said, Ice claims he don't want to ride around all day, listen to how much money you got, how much money you spending, how many cars you got. What the hell I need to listen to that regular radio? That's all it's telling us. So he wants to be relaxed.
I put on the Chill. It's a station on XM, and all it is like this cool music, so I can hear myself talk. Because usually we having conversation. I don't need nobody else talking in the background. We having conversation. We in there brainstorming. We talking about fly things. I just need a background track for my ism that's going on up in that damn car. I don't need to hear no nigga talking about what money, cash money, what?
75% of that is auto tune.
Money in the air, money in my hair, money over here, money over there, money what, money who, what,
So the moral of the story is, in the music game, if you want to hear some real good music, just check into your satellite. Check out this here podcast, because we ain't going to play no music, but we got music in there. You check out Blackberry Soul Radio.
And we plan on leaking. This will be the first place you'll hear the new Body Count album leaked.
Now tell everybody that.
We will leak the records here before anyone else hears them. When I get the okay, we will start leaking the new album, which will be out June 10th here.
Now run tell that.
Look, music on the radio is garbage. Now, if you're tired of hearing people talk about their money and all that auto-tune and all that other trash, just cut it out and start listening to audiobooks. You might learn something new, be entertained by some of the best literature in history, and expand your vocabulary just a little bit. Now, you can listen to your favorite audiobooks on any device, your computer, tablet, Android, or iPhone. WhisperSync even lets you switch devices and save your bookmarks, picking up where you left off each time so you don't miss a word. It even lets you switch between listening and reading so you can go back and forth between your Kindle and your audiobook without losing your place. Now, don't forget this. If you order an audiobook from Audible and decide early on that it sucks, you can call them up and they'll let you swap it out for another book free of charge. Let me repeat that, free. Audible is the world's leading provider for audiobooks with over 150,000 titles. They literally have everything. Also, remember that you'll soon be able to download the upcoming audiobook of me reading Dungeons and Dragons on Audible. Imagine that. That's the business. Tweet us the audiobooks you download and let us know your thoughts. For a free audiobook and 30-day free trial, go to audible.com/Ice-T. That's audible.com/ICET. You'll be saving money while helping to keep the podcast free. Thanks again to Audible.
Final Level Podcast, Ice-T, Mick Benzo, and Plaxico. Who's this?
Hey, man, I always see you dropping game on Twitter. I was just curious if you had any advice for some upcoming hip-hop artists.
Okay.
Put out good music.
Yeah, put out good music.
And
Plaxico
listen to the
said put good
podcast.
music.
Listen to the podcast. We give a lot of game right there, baby.
What kind of hip hop do you do?
Straight conscious, deep, like well thought out lyrics.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, you just basically, like Plaxico said, you got to put out really good music. You got to get your fan base up. It's really hard because there's so many people out there right now. It's hard to determine who's better than who. Once was a time where only a few people can rap. Now everybody can rap. So, I don't know. I can't say if I popped up today, I would think rap music would be a way to get paid. I don't know if that would be my career choice.
Right.
It's just too many people. The block is flooded. Make as good music as you can. And if you got something special, send it to us at our email and maybe we'll play it.
Oh, we'll play it anyway.
Right.
We'll play it. Send it to us. We're playing on a station called BlackberryHipHop.com. We're playing 24 hours of hip hop as well because we want to get back to those that are unsigned. BlackberryHipHop.com, 24 hours a day.
But send it to our email here at the podcast.
iceandmick@gmail.com, ICEANDMICK@gmail.com.
And
play it.
And if you blow up, I just want 50%.
I want another 10.
All right, deal.
And Plex wants 10. And Mick wants 10.
I want 10.
Hey, everybody wants 10%, man.
All right, take care.
All right, you be cool.
Mick Benzo, Ice-T, and Plaxico right here on the Final Level Podcast. Who I'm talking to?
This is Caroline from Columbus, Ohio.
All right, now, what's
Hi,
going
Caroline.
on?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. What's happening today?
I was just wondering what it was like to have Mariska Hargitay direct an episode of Law & Order.
Oh, that's a real good question. Mariska wanted to direct. She decided to go in and do it. She also had to act in it. We had Alec Baldwin in that episode, and Mariska did a tremendous job. I'm not going to lie. People were worried whether it was going to be too much of a workload for her, whether she would break down 8 days, 14-hour days. Mariska did a really good job, and I'm not just saying that. She was really nice. She kept her sense of humor, and she pulled it off. And I think that episode is coming on this Wednesday.
Thank you.
She's a great director. Hello, this is Ice-T, Plaxico Burress, and Mick Benzo. You're on the podcast. Talk to me.
Hey, Ice Cube.
No. Let's back that up, man. Yay. That's Ice Cube. This is Ice-T, baby.
Ice-T, my bad. I'm listening to some NWA right now.
It's all good. Luckily, me and Cube are close friends because every day people call me him, and every day somebody calls him Ice. He says it happens all day long.
So I was reading your AMA on Reddit. I actually have a question for you. What was who was like your motivations growing up for rapping? Like, who did you listen to mostly, and like who's your biggest influence as a rapper?
I don't know. When I first started rapping, I just liked the sound of it. I was listening to early tapes of people like the Cold Crush Brothers because I was able to get access to New York music But I think the person that really motivated me the most would be Run DMC, because they took it big. They made me see that this thing was bigger than house parties. And Melly Mel, because he told me you could put a message in the story. It wasn't just about parties. When I heard the message, I'm like, wow, this can have some depth. So, and then, you know, after that, Rakim, showing you how what a flow was, and then Public Enemy basically teaching us that you could change the world. So all those people, you know, just inspired me. Then Ice Cube and BDP, the list goes on.
Yeah. Also, one more question. Sorry. So, what do you think about today's new rap? Because I was listening to I was watching this Kid Cudi video about how he thinks like rap is kind of like braggadocious now and stuff like that. What do you think about today's new rap?
I mean, that's the question people love to ask me. I just think it's just become very pop. I don't think it has the edge, and it doesn't have the shock value. You know, there was a scary moment when everybody heard Eminem rap, and the world was nervous. And when NWA came out, the world was nervous. Now, the world ain't nervous. It's like even with gangster rap. I mean, who you gonna kill? How many more people? We've heard it. So I think somebody has to do something that's really cutting edge and different to really shock the world, so to speak. It's just kind of watered down to me. But you know what? I think music will always be the most pure near the root, you know, where it comes from. Then everything starts to dilute eventually.
So who do you listen to right now? Who do you mainly listen to?
I like Kendrick Lamar. You know, I like, you know, I think he's got an old soul. I listen to like underground people, you know, like I listen to Tech Nine and people like Kool Keith. I like different stuff. I can't listen to the stuff that's on the radio. Like once I hear the radio record once or twice, I'm done with it. I want to hear something new. I like rap stations that play just continuously different rap, on and on. So that's just my style. I want more information. You don't need to beat me over the head with a song. Next caller.
Ice-T, Mick Benzo, Plaxico, right here, Ice-T Final Podcast. Who's this?
Hi, this is Tomomi.
Where you from, sis? Where you from?
I'm in Cali right now. I'm from Cali. So I have a question for you, Uncle Ice. It's about your wife, Coco.
Okay, she's right here.
Oh, hi, Coco. I'm a big fan.
Here in the background.
I heard her. Yay. Yeah, I was wondering, like, so, you know, we all know Coco's really beautiful. And it's a blessing for all of us to be able to see her do her modeling and her burlesque shows and all of these things. But how do you feel about all these people that don't know her or may not have the best, most healthy intentions with looking at your wife's body? Like, does that bother you? Like, how do you deal with that?
No, it doesn't really bother you. You know, there's a level of respect that people should pay and some people won't, but I think that's just part of the game. You know, when you're in the entertainment business, people have their opinions, you know, people have their ability to, you know, even women could look at me and go, oh, Ice-T, this, that, and the third, and that's just something she has to deal with. I don't really have any problem with it. I mean, when a woman is a model, that's just what she does. And I think all men want a woman that other people desire. That's just part of it. You know, women want a man that other women desire. And like I said, you don't drive a Ferrari with the car cover on it.
Okay, well, thanks for answering my question.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. If you got a man and he's a singer, and he gets on the stage and he's singing, I love you, I love you, I love you, well, the girls are screaming back to him, they love him. And if you're his wife, that's just something you just got to deal with, you know, but hopefully he loves you the most. That's just how it goes. It's part of the game. All right?
Okay.
All right. Take care. All right. So, you know, that was phones are crazy, man.
I mean, you know what? They keep calling in because obviously they are listening to our show. Today, we got a special guest. It's very special to me because I'm a real fan of the team and him. Plaxico, I want to ask a question. I saw something online. I'm not sure because, you know, I'm a fashion character anyway. I like colors, man. And you had something for the feet, right? What was that for?
Yeah, no doubt, man. You know, I started my own sock company about 3 years ago, man. I came up with a vision. Creating my own sock company. I launched in May of last year. www.plexicoburresscollection.com. Go in there.
You got some red socks up there?
Red. Yeah, I do.
Come on,
Do you got some socks that'll keep your feet from getting funky? Because he got a problem.
Yeah,
some smell proof.
They don't come with no gold bond or nothing.
That's why when you came over here, you said, Ice, I
got
got to take my shoes off. I'm like, nah, I'm from the hood. Keep your shoes on, man.
Just showing respect, man.
I don't know what's up under them shoes.
Athletic feet, not athletic person. Athletic feet.
I don't know.
You know
I don't want
what I
nobody. Mickey might be barefoot. Put some toe jam up in my carpet.
Yeah, so my man Plaxico got a sock company, man. Y'all can check it out. He just gave y'all the website. But once again, y'all locked in the Ice-T Final Level podcast, right? I want y'all to go to icetfinallevel.com. We have some things up there we would like for you guys if y'all supporting us. Purchase something. I think Ice came up with something.
Oh yeah, I launched mine. I launched my clothing line today.
What is it? What is it?
It's called Powered by Hate. You can go to pbhgear.com or you can get it on the shop at icetfinallevel.com. In the shop, it's 5 shirts. And it's my motto. It's powered by hate. I use hate as my quote is I eat haters for food. So whenever I get ready to go in the gym, I go on the internet. I hear somebody talking crazy about me. That gets them extra sets in. That gets that extra workout. That's what I use. So it's like taking the hatred and using it as your fuel. That's your motivation. And everyone who's ever been successful has had a naysayer. And sometimes those naysayers are what really gets you over that hump. We here to promote. We trying to keep the economy going. We flowing. This is our world, the podcast world. We want to thank everybody out there that's been following us for 6 episodes. Please do us one favor. Tell a friend. If you got to grab them by the neck, turn them on to the podcast so they can be here for 7. And also at the icetfinallevel.com store, we got 2 podcast t-shirts. One is a Dungeons and Dragon based t-shirt that you're gonna love, and another one is with one of my slogans, basically, if it's not your bitch, it's not your concern. Go get those t-shirts. They on the site. Church. That's how I'm living. 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 That's how I'm living.